ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. We go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. They'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a second down and 6. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
2nd and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's out to the flat for Gordon. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Clock now on first down. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 5. Now Locke. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the others.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is Gordon on the dump off. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. Touchdown! Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Lock. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 30 on second down. Locke into the hands of Patrick left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Block now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Second down and goal. Locke. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To throw it is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Play action. It's Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Goff. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Alex Anzalone, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 91 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take wins home.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 55, Mike, got 55.
Block off of play action. Flush to his, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Aleem McNeil in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Being chased out left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Touchdown, Detroit! Dante Pettis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point from McManus is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Again, Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing now is Locke. Forced out to his left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal of 40 yards.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One last throw here for Goff. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Broncos, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.